course, there's some that aren't welcome.
Not that I know of.
Well, let's say that some of us choose not to make ourselves welcome after all the jiggery-pokery and backbiting that's gone on.
Well, I know somebody will definitely be standing on the front row when this place opens this afternoon.
Who?
You, because your curiosity's always been stronger than your principles, and always will be.
I'm sure I asked Councillor Roberts to see the chairs were moved.
And I'm sure I asked the chairman.
By heck, you remind me of a couple of ducks who just had their pond filled in.
It's the chairs, Mrs. Sharples.
What about them?
Well, it's still here. Shouldn't be.
They won't be by dinner time.
Oh?
I've fixed it with young Ray Langton to shift them.
What a brilliant idea.
Well, it's a good job somebody's got some ideas, otherwise we shouldn't be having an official opening, we'd be having a session of musical chairs.
Well, I must go or I'll be late for work. I'll see you both at lunchtime, God and the wireworks willing. The wireworks, that's what the men call the warehouse. The van drivers.
I think she's regretting it already, isn't she?
Regretting what, Mrs. Sharples?
Taking on job as secretary.
She's as keen as a cub mistress.
Yes, and you're regretting it and all.
Rubbish, I'm even keener. I'll see you at the grand opening.
There's nothing else you've forgotten to do between you, is there?
No. Of course not.
One tongue and one pressed beef, right, Tolo?
I don't know how you manage it.
Cheeky.
Oh, stuffing all them carbohydrates down, you still imagine it looked like a couple of nymphs. Poor old fatty Irma here, she daren't touch anything from Monday to Friday.
Oh, look who's talking. He's had to have his pants let out 3 times, and that's only this morning.
Still, I like chubby men, don't you, love?
Chubby means what? Means sexy.
Oh, well, if you want somewhere to sit and eat them barm cakes of yours, I've got an empty office a couple of streets away and a very good-looking mate.
Oh, if only we could.
Ta.
You could feed me barm cake in small portions, your fingers brushing me lips.
But we've got to get back to the warehouse.
It's such a shame.
Ta-ra, chubby.
Have you noticed his eyes? They're hooded.
I was only having a bit of fun.
Just like the rest, aren't you, Willie? Can't behave normal where this females. You pull a face like a sick tortoise and try to be a cross between Morecambe and Wise.
You're jealous. Little Irma's jealous.
Jealous of you? You must be joking.
You are, you're so...
Brown, love. Do I detect an atmosphere? Have you been pulling her hair again? Hey, I'm talking to you.
I'm sorry, but you're a female, you see, and I haven't to talk to any females, not in Irma's presence, because she goes green all over. It's horrible.
So you gone dotty?
Gone Dotty. He was Dotty from the day he was born. Did you say Brownlow?
Yeah. Hey, I've just seen Miss Nugent crossing the road. She was going like a centipede on skates. I honestly think the Red Shadow was coming to open the community centre, not the blinking mare.
Yeah?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Maxwell, but I did have rather an urgent request to make.
Miss Nugent.
Yes, Mr. Maxwell.
Please don't treat me like some sort of carnivorous spider sitting in the centre of his web, waiting to peel off your nylons if you step too close.
I don't think I,
Oh, you seem to be scared of me. Now, I'm sure we'd get on much better if you weren't.
But I'm not, Mr. Maxwell. Well, not more so than any employee is frightened of her employer, who does, after all, have the power of life and death over her immediate future.
Marvellous.
Pardon?
It's so beautifully old-fashioned.
Well, I am, I'm afraid. Old-fashioned. But as I was saying, it's some time since I worked for an organisation. A Greek gentleman, Mr. Papagopoulos, was my last experience of senior management. Not a very happy experience either. So I'm still a little, well, unsure. It'll pass. I hope.
Yes, me too. Now, what was the request?
Well, I think I can safely say that the preparations for Sir Julius's visit to us here next week are well in hand. In fact, without seeming to boast, I'd say they were successfully completed as far as my department's concerned.
I never doubted for one moment that they wouldn't be, Miss Nugent. Now, the request?
An extra half hour's leave of absence at lunchtime. The mayor's opening the community centre, you see, and I'm one of the cornerstones of the event. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Half an hour, eh?
Quarter of an hour?
Make it 2 hours.
Oh, but Half an hour would be quite adequate, Mr. Maxwell. Over generous, in fact.
I said 2. That's my last word.
Thank you very much,
My
Mr.
pleasure.
Maxwell. Thank you very, very much.
Miss Nugent,
Yes.
look, it's good public relations for the staff to be involved in local affairs, so make a good job of the opening. Hmm? Be a credit to us.
Oh, yes, I will. I'm feeling less intimidated already.
Good.
Yes. Thank you again.
Maxwell.
Who? You've got a damn cheek ringing me at the office.
He's late.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't bother turning up. Probably got more important things to do than open a tin pot thing like that.
Oh, shut up, ma'am. You're only annoyed because my dad didn't get on the committee. And what would my dad do on the committee except get them all drunk? Ma'am, where you going?
Hey, they're all coming out. Hello. Hi, Len.
See you later, love.
I said you'd be here, didn't I?
Well, it's a good job I am, because nobody else seems to be turning up.
Hey, Mutt can't see her if Mary isn't.
Oh, good morning, ladies. Hello, Mr. Tatter. Hey, is there something going on, is there?
No, why? What makes you think that?
No, we stand here a lot.
Oh, shut your clatter. There were donkeys before cars, you know.
Should have been amongst that lot, you know. Oh, it's a terrible thing, is jealousy when it stops a man taking his rightful place in society. Hey, Emma, what are you doing? I don't want you causing a scene on our behalf.
Excuse me, mister. I wonder if you could help me.
I'll try, love.
Well, you see, my boyfriend, who's a motor mechanic, a couple of months back was working on this car, and he let me have a sit in the back seat, you know, just for a little thrill, like. And what with it being comfy and him feeling a bit fruity, well, I think one of me earrings fell off. You know how it is.
Not anymore, I don't, love. Hang on. I'll see if it slipped down back seat.
Okay. Ta.
That's the only place it can be. You could eat your dinner off the floor of this car.
I left a glove in there, Reg. What are you doing?
I'm looking for her earring.
Oh, it was one of my best danglers, you see.
Are you going to the meeting, Stanley?
You had the offer of my services once and turned it down, so they can blunder on their own.
My gum, Stan, you can be cruel.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm just wetting my whistle because I've been told the only liquid they got over there is tea and lemonade.
Diabolical. A waste of an occasion.
It's a community centre they're opening, you know, not a four-ale bar.
Listen, how many days in the year can you have a legal booze up, eh? Christmas, New Year and your birthday. 3 days in 365. It's only we don't all die of flipping thirst. So you should seize every opportunity, which is what I would have told the committee if I'd been on it.
Stanley.
What?
I was always under the impression that you made Christmas last all year.
Well, I might, but some people don't, do they? I mean, I'm not greedy, Betty. I like to see people enjoying themselves, you know.
That sounds like an invitation to a pint, so I'll have one.
Skin.
So we'll have one.
Yeah.
You give up quick, don't you?
Well, why waste time when you know you're not going to win anyway? Hey, Billy. Come here. You missed a great giggle over there.
Oh, yeah, what?
Yeah, Irma's got the mayor's chauffeur scrabbling down the back of the seat for an earring she lost when he was on your joyride. Oh, well, I forgot all about that.
Hey, I said, this is not even dusty.
I thought you said it were valuable. They're giving these away free with own perms.
Oh, these do not. It's very valuable to me, this. No, you see, it was a fellow I liked was with me at the time, you know, when I got this, and he admired them. Not only did he admire them, he put them on.
Oh,
Hey.
no.
What have you been up to?
Oh, he's able, just himself.
Look, if you drop me in it, I'll tie your ears back with piano wire.
Hey! Hey, they've managed finished it at last. They've got it open. You'd think it was the flipping Forth Bridge instead of a Tuppence Halfpenny community centre.
Belt up. Just a little bit of quiet. Ladies, gentlemen, he's going to make the speech now. Mr. Mayor.
And I dedicate this community centre to the memory of Thomas Walsh and formally declare it well and truly open. After you, dear.
I'll talk to you later.
What about, love?
An earring.
Well, that went well.
Very well.
Ah, well. Now for the big eats.
Well, this is where you start nibbling your knuckles, Ernie Bishop, because there's no food inside there.
Beg your pardon, Mrs. Sharples.
It's better than Mother Hubbard's cupboard.
Oh, dear.
Didn't you order any food, Emily?
Yes, but I might have ordered it for next week. For Sir Julius, who won't need it because we have our own canteen.
Oh, some mothers do have them.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
One minute I'm standing here minding my own business, next minute I'm part of a relief column.
Oh, the spam sandwiches, I forgot
It
them.
was just as well we were down to crusts for them, remember?
Oh, do come on, everyone, please. Here you are, Billy.
I'd rather not come in, Miss Nugent, if you don't mind. I've got some business on.
Oh, you're a coward, you.
Shades of things to flaming come.
It is with Elsie and Doris Waters running shoot.
I can tell you, he's going to blame us.
Couldn't we have Miss Nugent and Bishop impeached or something and start with a new secretary and a committee member?
Hey.
How did you get in here?
Through the door. Yeah, about your little trouble with the refreshments. You know, there's a friend of mine runs a cafe in Chapel Street. Now, his pies are absolutely delicious. You what?
I said out. We might be hungry, but at least we can pick the company we keep. Those clothes look as though they're being held together with muck.
Oh, all right. A hint's a hint in anybody's language. But I'll have a word with the Race Relations Board about this. You mark my
By
word.
heck, the 5 singing waiters.
Hey, about time, too.
This one, you know, Ernie, not on the opening day.
Oh, it's entirely my fault, Councillor Roberts. It's just a case of juxtaposition next week for this week. Sir Julius for mayor.
Stick a plate of those sandwiches under the mayor's nose, will you? We'll be the laughingstock of the town hall for the next month.
Don't worry, Uncle Len, I'll stick one in his gob and one in each hand.
Well, I thought that you'd like to make the mayor's acquaintance, Billy.
That is the last thing I want.
You know, I keep telling you, I said to them, I sat on the back seat and it dropped off, then they do believe it.
I've got news for you.
What?
The mayoress definitely doesn't believe you. You know them pains you've got in your back there, the daggers thudding home. Oh.
I hope we don't have a mess like this when we get down to brass tacks when we start organising activities.
Anyone for biscuits? They are rather filling, aren't they?
There's not much hope of that, Mrs. Braddock. I mean, that's when Emily Nugent's really going to shine, isn't it? When we get down to the real business.
Well, that's when she comes into her own.
I wish I could feel as sure.
Me too. I thought we might have been making a mistake when we appointed her.
I had one or two ladies in mind who'd have done it much better. Customers of mine, too.
Those lot from Victoria Street will just have to take more on, that's all. Make up for other folks' deficiencies.
Aye, you're right
you
there.
know, it makes my heart rejoice when I see folk pulling together.
Aren't you, young lady, lost an earring in my official car?
Oh, yes, that is correct, Your Honour. Silly of me, wasn't it?
You're not from round here, then?
Oh, dear me, no, Southend, actually. I'm what you could call an immigrant.
Reg, my chauffeur reckons you were using car as, well, as a love nest.
Oh, well, you know, it is on a wet Sunday afternoon, mother and father snoozing in the parlour. It's any port in a storm, isn't it? Actually, he was the other half.
Oh, he's a very lucky lad. But if you ever feel need of another port in a storm, you can get me at Rake Straws. I'm in the office there when I'm not murring.
Oh, I don't look now, but I rather think your lady wife wants you.
Well, don't forget.
No, I say, if I was to, you wouldn't wear your chain if I was to, well, you know.
I'll take it off when I get out.
Oh, you are naughty.
Hey, you. What you been on about, then?
Oh, Billy, I don't know who's got the worst set of black lose you or the mayoress.
Yeah, well, I were expecting me dinner over there, weren't I? Meat pies and something, you know. But all they had were biscuits and 3-corner sandwiches.
Well, he can buy a pie here, but...
Oh, but I wouldn't enjoy eating that, would I? paying for something that I expected to get for no.
There's no answer to that, is there?
No, look, I'll go home and open myself a tin of prunes.
Poor old Albert.
Ah, poor us and all. I mean, look at us.
Aye, and me. I'm very unprepossessing, according to Mrs. Sharples.
Exactly. We've been segmented, we have. I mean, there's that lot over there whining and dining.
We're having tea and cakes, Albert just said so.
And there's us three here drinking rotten ale.
Hey, what's your language?
And you know why, don't you? Because we're working class and they reckon they're the quality hobnobbing with the mayor and the mayoress.
Well, Fairclough's there, isn't he? He still puts his fags behind his ear.
Aye, and Ena Almighty Sharples. She's not quality either. She's just an old biddy.
Time we started hitting back.
Aye, do you know what I could do? I could always turn me donkey loose in the cloakroom. Her time for demolishing a felt hat is 20 seconds flat.
Fairclough.
Ah, no, she couldn't eat Len. Well, not at one sitting, anyway.
Stanley, how do you know you're getting your rights?
Well, that's something to ring up in front of company.
No, I mean your rights as an employee.
He's not been employed much today, has he? I mean, he's been in here exactly 3 hours and 10 minutes today. I mean, not bad, is it, for an 8-hour day?
You shut your face.
Then you wonder why they don't fall over themselves over there to invite you over. Oh, you pig ignorant.
Now, what was I saying?
You were going on about your Stanley's rights.
Oh, before I was so rudely interrupted, yeah. Stan, I think you ought to find out if you are getting your rights, Chuck.
Well, how do I do that?
Well, how do I know?
Well, there's always the Industrial Relations Bill.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Is there?
I still say we should have a regular bingo session, somewhat popular. Bring folks in, get them used to coming.
Yes, very sound.
But, Mr. Shepherd, there are already 2 bingo halls within walking distance of here.
3, actually. One used to be a church.
I thought we were aiming a little higher than that. Recreation with a touch of education.
Very well put, Emily.
I think we should start as we mean to go on.
All right, then. Let's see what you want to do for a start.
Well, the possibilities are infinite.
Only 7 nights in a week, you know, Miss Nugent.
And nobody will want to come Sunday night. Nobody ever goes anywhere Sunday night.
This is a tentative programme that Emily and I have mapped out.
Country dancing. You'll have to catch 3 buses to get you in the country from here.
Art classes. Well, we all know why people go to art classes, don't we? They're nothing to do with education.
Local history group. What do you want with local history? Local presence, bad enough.
Photography, I say, Ernie. Couldn't that be construed as promoting your own business interests?
I wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't.
Are you still arguing? You might as well be wed to one another.
No, this list is all very well, Ernie, but I'm
Imagining, I thought it was supposed to be a community centre.
Oh, it's only a building so far. The community part of it's got to be fostered if it ever is. Here, I saved these for you.
Oh, it's not much, is it?
Well, think yourself lucky you got that coming as late as this.
Oh, well, I've had my dinner in the market hall anyway. That's why I'm late.
It's folk like you that foster the brotherhood of man.
I'm going, kid. I've run out of small talk. Anyway, I've got to open the shop.
Yeah. Folk keep asking me what I'd like to see here. When I say mixed wrestling, they just stare.
Oh. Would you excuse me a moment, please? Hey, you. Keep your hands off my husband.
Pardon?
You heard.
I will.
I would.
If he will keep his hands off me. Good day, your worship.
Oh.
Not entertainment. This is what I wanted. I mean, there's no mention of cards, darts, dominoes, nothing like that.
Now, we must have the widest possible appeal.
Wide, yes, but not shallow.
Exactly.
Excuse me, but have you seen the notice on the wall?
Imagine that. 0 to 30 mile an hour in 2.8 seconds. Dude, that's not motoring, that's flying. In fact, the dashboard looks like a cockpit, you know. There's 20 different knobs and switches.
And how much is it?
Only 1,500.
Oh, it's all amount. I'm fairly too.
You don't joke about things like that, darling. Especially cars. You fall in love with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is it?
Hello, did you get those cigars for me, please?
Yes, I did, but I haven't unpacked them.
I couldn't help overhearing. That wasn't the Jensen you were talking about, was it?
No.
I'm looking for a Jensen. Hughes, naturally.
Naturally.
I'll
There.
take the half dozen tins.
Oh, right. Thank you. There.
Thanks. Oh, how did the opening go, by the way?
Well, you're Miss Nugent's boss, aren't you?
Well, in a way.
Well, it went very well then.
Yes, I was told you were a loyal lot around here.
Well, we have to be, don't we? Seeing as we're a bit dim-like.
Bye.
Ta-ra. Very nice.
Champagne taste, too. Jensen's. I wonder what they pay him. They give us a packet of fags, love, only don't take the cellophane off, because I'm not going to smoke them.
Why, what are you going to do with them? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have asked that.
I'm going with this bird who doesn't like the smell of fags, but I feel much happier when I've got a packet in my pocket. Hey, you upset Billy, you know.
Oh, we'll get over it.
He was running very wild 10 minutes since. He reckons you've let him down, you're harebrained, that if he never sees another redhead, it'll be too soon.
Oh, I should care. I've chalked one up with the mare.
Yeah, I always said you'd get on it, world.
Cheer up. It's bad enough having to look at these two.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just rethinking my life. I'm too old for japes and wheezes. Birds bore me. I'm going to get myself a pipe and live up to it.
Ooh, men who smoke pipes, send me.
Oh, then I'll have to dab on some shark repellent.
I've not asked because I don't. What's up with you two?
I'm in between binges.
And I'm worrying how much it's cost him.
I knew I shouldn't have asked. Ah, well, nice to see two happy smiling faces.
Pardon?
It's just not my night. Can I get you a drink?
I'm not in the mood, Bet.
Me neither.
Well, shout if you change your minds. I'm going to keep busy, otherwise I might just go quietly balmy.
Come on, Emily. It wasn't as bad as all that.
Oh, it was. The cataclysm with the food and the harangue with the Victoria Street element. It was too much. It really was.
Perhaps we got all possible disasters over in one day.
Do you really think so?
No. We mustn't despair totally. Nor must we give in to the Victoria Street element, as you call them.
They seem very forceful.
Well, we shall meet force with force.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's settled then.
Yes.
Oh, come on, cheer up, Emily. My diffidence and your pessimism can be a crushing combination sometimes.
I'm sorry, Ernest.
2 pints, please, Bet, darling. By your candle power increases by the day. What was that for?
Just for nothing.
Oh, now me.
Oh, I never kiss older men. It raises passions they can't do out about.
Watch it.
Hey, Stan, they're here.
I've got eyes in my head, haven't I?
Well, go on, tackle them then.
Eh? Oh, Len, mate, Ray.
Oh, yeah. Watch you, Stanley. You know, keep seeing you at that bar makes me think time is standing still.
Go on, Stan.
Ah, well, it's like this, you see. My employment with Fairclough and Langton doesn't appear to be on a proper footing.
Go on.
Well,
Yeah.
I want it putting on a proper footing, you know, industrial relations. What I'm entitled to as a British working man.
What you're entitled to?
As a British working man.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I see.
You've got him thinking, Chuck.
I think so.
We've decided
After consideration,
to have a mass meeting of all interested parties.
him, me, and you, Stanley.
Tomorrow morning, in the yard, 8:30.
If you agree, of course.
Stanley?
Well, yeah, I agree, yes. 8:30.